This is a brief introduction to the dynamic systems modeling that provides forecasts for important indicators, which in turn can be used to support policy intervention. The key challenge addressed in building the dynamic systems model is how can we capture system-wide effects in the inclusive economy? The model building relies on two key pieces of information. First is the systems map that identifies the causal relations between the variables of interest. What is shown on the left-hand side is the one produced by an expert group for inclusive economy. It includes variables called economic and health indicators. The second, shown on the right, is the evidence of dynamics in the form of data. Here we compile data for all the economic and health indicators and computed at the local authority level for England and Scotland. We use systems map information and the data to learn the coefficients and build a state space dynamic model. The dynamic systems model represents the causal relations between the indicators. For the inclusive economy example, you can see two inclusive economy indicator time series data for two local authorities on the left and two health outcome indicators data on the right. The model captures the common underlying relationships between the indicators for system-wide effects, including feedback. It can then forecast all the indicators into the future, like predicting the health outcomes over time. Models can also be built for different groups where the strengths of the relationships can be different. Once the dynamic systems model has been identified, it can be used for policy intervention analysis. Policy interventions are interpreted as value changes in one or more of the indicators in the systems map shown on the left. These interventions can also have a varying time profile, can be selective to one local authority or a group of local authorities or to all of them. For example, one intervention scenario is to provide funds to increase disposable household income. For instance, £500 per week in year 1 and reduced to £250 per week in year 2. And we can then analyze its impact over the next 5 years. The graph in the middle shows the impact of that policy intervention on child poverty indicator for one local authority and the average over all local authorities over the next 5 years into the future. It can be compared to what happens when no interventions, called the baseline, as shown in the same graph. The figure on the right bottom shows a spatial map of Scotland local authority with the changes over and above the baseline for the chosen intervention. A dynamic systems model tool has been built that is flexible in designing interventions and analyzing them, like the plots produced here. The tool can support analysis of any chosen policy intervention you would like to apply and evaluates its impact. If, however, you are interested in achieving a specific goal and want to explore interventions for it, like reducing child poverty below 15%, then the dynamic systems model that produces the forecasts can be incorporated into the Cypher decision support tool for optimization. Thank you for listening.